And here we are. Can you hear me? Let me know down below if you can hear me, because then we got 50% of this little show going. And it is important. It is important that all 10 of you are here. You, me, Cryptodema, Betty, Chit Chat Cherry, and then I can see we got Boris, we got Steve, and we got Dan. So good to see you. Just remember, even if we're only 10, this stream is only for the sexy looking people.
This dance ain't for everybody. Only the sexy people.
So let me know if you can hear me, then we can move on. Yeah, I was not wrong, right? We got 12 people. What are we going to talk? I always have to say, you know, there's a time, right? I actually understand when people, they don't, you know, kind of have lost their interest in crypto, right? I mean, even though we got good news, the prices don't really move. They kind of just move down, right? They've been moving down for quite a long time. And we've been hovering around the 20,000 for such a long time. I mean, it's boring. It's boring. It's also difficult for me to, you know, to come and keep talking, because I like to add value, and I do think that we're adding value. But if it's not reflected really in what's in the markets, then, you know, it gets a little bit boring. But nevertheless, we are Lions, and the fact that you are here, I'm proud, I'm happy, and I'm also proud and happy that I'm here. We're just gonna go over a few news today, and that's about it. And so let's keep it quick and short. And but I think it goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. In case you're new to this channel and you want to stay on top of the crypto world, then please hit like, smash, and subscribe so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos. So that you can protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Harachi, and I run the littlest crypto channel on the interweb. Anyway, first things first, right? And what we do is that we go in and we do look at the level of market manipulation, and perhaps we should take me away here, right? Because it's easier. Again, we see here we are looking at Bitcoin. It is down 0.4%. That's not really a lot, right? And then we have Ethereum down 0.8. We got Cardano trading at 40 cents and up 1%, and we got DOT up 1%. So a little bit different there, but nevertheless, when we all look at, as always, right? When we look at the four charts in 15 minutes, I mean, they mirror each other. I mean, there's what are we talking about? 100% correlation. 100% correlation in the crypto market. Now that should say a lot, right? That it's actually not something to be proud of, but nevertheless, it's a clear picture. What we have been talking about, and actually this is the only real important thing what we're talking about today, and that is that and I will put myself here maybe also a little bit away here in the middle, because for the first time in many weeks, actually in many long time, that we broke through the 7-day moving average on the weekly. Now, I know that we all think that this is sometimes a little bit funny, but it is really, we closed above it. I don't know if you can see it. We closed above it yesterday, right? Sunday, and we started a new week. Even though we're a little down, we really closed above. And this is the first time in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is it? In 10 weeks. First time in 10 weeks that we actually closed above the 7-day moving average. Now, I mean, I really don't, you know, this is just some very amateur technical analysis. However, every time we have gone through the 7-day moving average, it at least it tends to stay there 2 to 3 weeks. But, you know, what does that mean? I think really don't, you know, count on this 7-day moving average thing. Even though it's been a good indicator, I think what is much more important, we're having a tough week, right? There's going to come a lot of economic data out. And what's going to happen here? Short term, it's very difficult for me to say. And I don't have a view today, really, where it's going to go. But does, however, really surprise me. And that should surprise you too. That in here, in the last 2 months, right? I mean, look at the volume, right? if you actually look at last week's volume, that was like, I mean, I understand there were a few weeks there we could see that were higher, but a lot of volume. Now, if we go back here to, it's the weekly, we go back here to June, 13th of June, and now we got October, right? It's quite a while where we have been, bouncing around here, the 20. But look at the volume. I mean, the volume has been just increasing. I mean, a lot of volume in Bitcoin. Now, you would also wonder, right? Well, if we're seeing all this volume, that means there would be, volume actually illustrates, displays buying and selling action. But why are we not moving away from that 20,000, right? So a lot of volume, but I also have this could, from my point of view, the fake volume, right? Because it's like I sell to you, and then I buy back from you, right? And then we keep going, right? I sell to you and buy back, and sell to you and me. We keep doing this routine. Anyway, when we look at Ethereum, there with the volume, it's different, right? We're not seeing this increase in volume, but we are seeing correlation in the way that they're moving, and here we are also above the 7-day moving average. Right now, I'm not, as you know, technical analysis is really not something that I put so much weight into. I think, but yeah, let's see, because many people, of course, I also watch and listen to other analysts and so on, and there's a lot of confusion right now as where we could go, right, up, down, and nobody really knows. But yeah, let's have a quick look here. We are through the 1 trillion, and we are keeping that, and yeah, I think. Wow, Dogecoin up 9%. Yeah, we have a little bit. We all know the news, and you probably heard that everywhere. Of course, it's nice to see when the market is up, but synthetics. I'm always happy. No, but yeah, I still think it's too early to say it's either this or that, which is why I rather just go into the chit chat and then move on with some fundamental news, because that is also important. So let me see who is here. All 10 of us. Now we're 17. I mean, what? It's good to be the littlest channel. Shahid is here, my soul brother. It's good to see Kevin. Boys, you've also been very, very. I have to say thank you. You're here almost all the time, right? Kevin Force, he's also here. What do you want to know? Yeah, Mike is too high. Yeah, that's a good thing. Now I get a little technical advice about what I should do. Yes, and I can see it's too high. I think it should be better now. Boom. It's good here, getting technical advice from abroad. I think you should hear me better. Bear scenario. Yeah, I actually, I would agree with you, Hawkeye. I really do. And we are going to go through a little bit of news here, but things are not adding up. Things are not adding up, right? And that's why it's very hard to see, to really give a... I am also bearish, because why should it turn around, right? I mean, we still got war. Remember, I'm right here in Ukraine, right? And we just, right 2 minutes before started the stream, we had a siren again. And maybe it's Elizabeth, but for me, it's the only one honest. Thank you so much, Boris. Yeah, honesty. Yeah, you got a lot of honesty. Yeah. Why lie? It's not worth it. Anyway, I'd love to have a chit chat with those of you who stick around, but I guess we need to go in and at least go over Crypto Dimas and Blockchain Betty's news of the day, and they're also honest news. Thank you so much for saying that, Boris. By the way, so I also want to point this out. Remember, Bitcoin's historical corrections. Does this really mean something? Remember, the two prior, 13 to 15 was 14 months. 17 from 2017 to 2019 was also 14 months. And we saw 86% from all-time high. We saw 83% from all-time high from January 2019. And now we are in 21, 22, and so far we're only 12 months in, and we are 72% down. Now remember, I have at some point, I like also to make my own predictions and 12,000 and so on, but it is also important that I also want to say that have been lucky to be right so many times. But remember, don't ever get caught up in my little predictions. I mean, this is very important, and because I don't even fully trade on these predictions, right? You see, if we're gonna go down and hit 12, yes, I still have coins in the back pocket for that. But sometimes we gotta think about the risk reward, right? You don't wanna. I mean, if you haven't entered the market now, you don't wanna sit and wait for 12 because I truly believe that the upside potential is going to outweigh so much more the opportunity than to wait if it's ever gonna hit 12. That's also why I never exited the market completely, just so we get that clear. But of course, it's always interesting to see if one's own predictions will actually come true. I just don't see the fundamental turnaround for the overall market yet. That's how I see it. So we got to talk about. I mean, how can I say? I do congratulate you and I applaud you and hats off for all of you who are here. And it is actually quite amazing the amount of good news that we are almost getting on a daily basis in terms of what is being created or who is joining or who is migrating onto the blockchain. And CBDCs, they do play a really, really big role. Now, we can discuss if we don't like them because it's a form of programmable money, and that's a topic for another day. But we need to follow the CBDC regulation because I truly believe that only once the central bank digital currency has been rolled out globally, and they are in full swings with that, only once that has been done, that's actually when we're really going to see true mass adoption, and that's when we're going to see a lot of inflow into crypto. So in that sense, if we are crypto investors, pure investors, and we are not humanitarians and we are not against the elite and all that, then we can profit and benefit from it. Remember, go to Atlantic Council, there you can follow it and track it. And the latest news, and this is what I'm talking about because there is a lot going on. And we can see here India's central bank. So India's central bank, they will introduce a pilot wholesale central bank digital currency 1st of November. What is that? That's today. Where I am, it's today. And a retail version will start within a month. So 9 prominent banks have been identified for participation in the pilot. These are State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Union Bank of India, and then you can read yourself all those 9 major banks. So the RBI, which I guess is the Central Bank of India, said a pilot of the retail version is planned for launch within a month in select location in closed user groups comprising customers and merchants. Now, I need to ask you all one question. This is important to me. Isn't it funny that, when it comes to regulations and implementations and when it also comes to, every country for itself, usually we have never seen a global rollout of anything where the whole world seems to be, all countries seems to be very much in sync and in understanding with each other that this is the right thing to do. You see, it doesn't matter if Russia is having a proxy war with the US in Ukraine, and it doesn't matter that China is also, going to perhaps have a proxy war in Taiwan with the US, and everybody actually fighting everybody proxy. When it comes to establishing the new monetary system on the blockchain, everybody understands each other, and they're going full 100 miles per hour ahead. Just like Sister Kristalina, remember the managing director from the IMF? She's a big believer in the CBDC. So the next thing here with CBDC is that the Monetary Authority of Singapore completes phase 1 of CBDC project. So the Monetary Authority of Singapore has completed its first phase of its central bank digital currency project. This stage of Project Orchid explored the potential use cases for a digital Singapore dollar as well as the infrastructure required to implement one. So it looked at the concept of purpose-bound digital Singapore dollars, which allowed centers to specify how and where the money will be used. That sounds interesting, right? Should we read that again? It looked at the concept of purpose-bound digital Singapore dollars, which allows centers to specify how and where the money will be used. No, lovely, lovely. They found there is currently no urgent need for retail CBDC, but said they want to be prepared in case that changes. So, in the background, all the central banks around the world are working on implementing the core structure, the foundation of the future of finance. And so once that, and that is why why do I keep talking about this? Because once that's been established, then everything will be on the blockchain. And if you and I, already buy the quality coins over quantity, and we got a few of them in the right pocket, in the left pocket, and in the back pocket, then we will remain or belong to the 1%. So it is serious business, those CBDCs. Anyway, move on to some cryptocurrency news and no more regulation CBDC news. So what do we have? Dogecoin. Yeah, well, Dogecoin. I mean, this is just a funny story. Now, I do believe I was also one of the first YouTube channels that actually said that it could potentially. I mean, I said even in top 10. I also said top 3, and I said that's right around when we started the channel. I mean, there was a prediction, but it was kind of clear to see, because the Dogecoin, right, is just sweet. It's sweet as pie, and it had potential. Now, we all know that the technology with Dogecoin is perhaps not, the best there is. However, I mean, now with the story here with Elon Musk, right, being the owner and going to implement the Doge, maybe, of course, it has potential. It has potential. So I think currently the risk reward for Doge looks good. Of course, it's not the same as it was 2 years ago, right? Because after Elon came out last year and we had this hype, Dogecoin is now, where's it trading? It's trading as the 8th. Let's just go in. Let me just check here. Yeah, it's the 8th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, right? So it is already huge. However, needless to say, once all of this is going to take off, then probably, also Dogecoin will continue. I mean, I think, there's potential there. What can we say? One thing that I would like to point out, because this is the most interesting thing I find about this Twitter story, and that is, I'm kind of impressed actually that Elon really bought it. Now, is he going to implement freedom of speech and all of them goodies? That remains to be seen. But if I think he will have a lot of regulatory problems there. But respect to the man. Respect that he's taking on this fight and believes that he can fight the elite by implementing freedom of speech. I think it's going to be a hard road, but let's hope. What do we have here? Blockchain Association throws support behind Ripple in SEC duel. Now, so the United States-based crypto advocacy group Blockchain Association has come out in support of Ripple Labs amid its ongoing legal battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission, claiming the case could be very important for the future of the crypto industry. And that we all know, right? I mean, yeah, so in an October 28 post, the advocacy group announced it will stand with the American crypto economy by filing an anonymous brief, also known as Friend of the Court, in the SEC enforcement against Ripple. Obviously, this has been going on for a long, long time, and we know that if Ripple is going to lose, that will be bad for the overall crypto industry. So let's hope they win, because it will be a win for the cryptocurrency industry. And as I also said before, previous streams, that if Ripple is going to win here, then I actually, for the first time in 3 years, bullish on XRP as well. So good news, I suppose, if they win. And what a tragedy it will be now if they lose. So what do we have here? Team Finance hacker returns 7 million to associated projects. Yep, this is also good. Less hacking and less stealing, but there will always be a risk for that. So here we got another thing that is also I kind of like the news that we tried to share with you is, even if the market is down, I try to keep the mood up by on a continuous basis share with you how we are seeing, let's see, traditional industries migrating onto the blockchain, or how it's developing. And Revolut, I don't know if you know it, but it is a big, I think, payment provider. But they will now trade close to 100 tokens, use them for everyday card purchases, and a new learn and earn course. Actually, I like this because play to earn. So it looks like they're gonna pop up some things where you not play to earn, but learn. What is it? Learn and earn. Learn and earn, right? So for Revolut, the global financial super app with more than 20 million customers worldwide, I'm actually using Revolut with my credit card. I like it. I think it's good. Expands this week its list of cryptocurrency offered to customers and diversifies its educational resource Learn and Earn, which has been completed by approximately 2.6 million crypto enthusiasts, right? So not bad. Of course, it's also always good to see which new tokens they add here, right? But here we can usually, it's always the same, but here we can see they are actually taking some new ones. Nevertheless, also what it's saying, the new course is available to Revolut customers in the UK and the European Economic Area. And what I like, and 1inch is also teaming up with them. So that is also not bad, right? So 1inch making it possible to earn up to £10 or €10 in 1inch and DOT tokens by taking short and simple courses and passing the quiz. I think it's a great way to do it, and learn and earn could perhaps become a new trend. Because, I mean, learn and earn a little bit better than play and earn. I mean, play and earn are also good, but we should educate ourselves. That's the most important thing we can do, especially in the current environment. So what does it say here? The new 1inch course is in addition to the previous courses completed by millions of Revolut users already on Crypto Basics and Polkadot. Well, hallelujah to that. Hallelujah. Before we just almost ending here, I do want us to have a quick look at what they're saying here about, Ukraine, right? Because even if we go into CNBC, we can see on CNBC's main page, actually, CNBC is more for business, right? But Kiev reels a massive wave of missile strikes hit Ukraine. Wheat price rise as grain deal stalls. Anyway, I mean, it's funny. I mean, I am 300 kilometers from Kiev, but all I can say is no bomb here, no bomb there, and and the internet is working fine, and we got lots of lights, but I'm sure it is different in Kiev. So it's also fun, even though I'm so much closer, I'm still not completely sure, what's going on there. But yeah, let's see if any of you have anything, wise to say. I don't feel like I have so many wise things to say today. Crypto Charlie. Tell me something. Tell me something. Let me know. Mr. Ivanov, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm happy that you're passing by again. And Maya Mushli, good evening. Well, if there's no questions, because I mean, I also have to say it's a little bit boring at the moment, right? But yeah, that's it. It is boring, but you're here. I'm here, and we will see what's going to continue. So I wish all of you a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'll see you, hopefully, tomorrow. Don't forget, you are a lion.
Living your passion is a great idea, okay? It's a great thought. And people confuse that with the idea that it's going to be easy or that it's going to be fun. No! You guys need to realize that no matter what path you take, no matter what route you take, no matter what direction you take in life, there are going to be days where you do not feel like doing anything. You don't feel like going to work. You don't feel like doing your job. Those days are going to be there no matter what path you take. Well, you know what? I live my passion every day. And you know what? There's still days I don't feel like doing it. And that's the point that you guys need to understand. I have days I hate, you have days you hate, and And everybody else on this earth has days they hate, and it's the people who push through those days anyway that end up making it or not. Period. And it's going to be your ability to move past, over, or through those obstacles on a daily basis that are going to define your success from your failure. They're going to find the difference that you make in your life. So don't come at me with the idea of, oh, living your passion is all roses and rainbows, unicorns. It's not.
Show me what you got. And I'm telling you, some of y'all, you lying to yourself. You say you want to be great. You say you want to get to the next level. You say you want to be dominant on that field. You say you want to go to the Final Four. You say you want to be a national champion. Listen to me. You say you want a promotion. You say you want to start your own business. But listen to me very closely. You talk too much. Shut up and let's go to work. I need you to grind. Are you hearing me? I need you to grind. Every single opportunity you get, every chance you get, show up. Listen to me, just be consistent. Success is allergic to average. Success and average don't have nothing to do with each other.
We were meant to go out and be battle tested. We were meant to go out and face adversity. We were meant to go out and grow over the course of getting our ass beat day in and day out. Realizing that those kind of beatings are what define you in life. When you open your eyes to a point where you understand that the beatings that you take, the no's, the hate talk you get from your friends, from your parents, your peers, whenever you tell them, I want to be successful, I want more, those are the things that ultimately end up defining your life because you come out stronger.
Maybe your mama ain't there for you, your daddy ain't there for you. Maybe your teacher don't believe in you, and so she's not holding you to greatness because she don't know. But I know something about you. If you're watching this right now and you went to the very end, I know you're great, and I dare you to be great. I challenge you to be great. I challenge you to be great in every single thing you do.
Living your passion is a great idea, okay? It's a